At a Washington, D.C. food bank this morning, the line extended down the block. Hundreds of federal workers out of work and looking to feed their families.
Bills continue to pile up. I have car notes, I have children to feed, I have a family to take care of, I have a mortgage to pay.
The Bipartisan Policy Center reports 1.4 million civilian federal employees did not get paid today. Workers at the NIH, HHS, the VA, DOD, food inspectors, and TSA officers.
Just give her 2 boxes and a pizza.
The average government check should be about $4,700. Instead, zero. The most visible sign of the shutdown may be at the nation's airports, where ground stops and flight delays have been building for weeks, more than 30,000 this week alone. While some are weather-related, the DOT says up to 53% have been shutdown-related, as some controllers call out sick in protest or take second jobs to feed their families.
Instead of focusing on the safety of the American flying public, they're now focusing on what they can't afford to pay.
Amid a national controller shortage, the FAA has been pushing to hire thousands of new controllers, putting them through the ATC Academy. But while students are paid, they're not getting paid if they graduate during the shutdown and start their first jobs.
Some of our young controllers in the Academy and some who have been given spots in the next class of the Academy are bailing. They're walking away.
At the Las Vegas and Salt Lake airports, food assistance for controllers and TSA officers. With no sign of compromise on Capitol Hill, the concern is that more TSA officers and controllers might call out sick as this drags on. And the Thanksgiving travel rush is now just a month away.
My apartment community just sent out this email, and all I can do is shake my head because all of this because y'all did not, let me rephrase, all of this because they didn't want to vote for the black lady who liked to laugh. Meemaw will not have a Thanksgiving turkey because she ain't got no SNAP benefits. The green bean casserole might need to be canceled. Thanksgiving 2025. We are being taxed without representation in D.C. And everything that black lady told y'all was going to happen, it's happening. That's great.
To me, the only logical response to the government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're good to skip a year. Black Friday hasn't Black Friday and I don't know how long. The deals suck. You don't need a new flat screen. You already got one from last year. Your kids have tablets. They have toys. They have electronics. They'll be good to miss out on 1 year. They'll be okay. Close the wallets. Cot boy. You know? We shouldn't be spending any money then. It makes no sense for, in response to the government taking food off people's tables, for us to then open our wallets and continue the economy as if nothing is wrong. It's time for a cop boy of the holiday season. The time of year where corporations make the most money, yeah, shut it down.
I never saw this coming. I mean, you heard about it, but now I'm standing in a line to get assistance for food when I could financially take care of myself prior to this.
I know God and I'm dependent on God, but you know, I saw this advertisement and I came out here for some food.
No paychecks this week means a ripple effect, not just for workers, but for small businesses too, all because of yet another failure to compromise. Urban Outreach in Southeast D.C. and United Community in Alexandria will continue food giveaways every Friday until the shutdown ends.
Everybody, thank you guys so much.
Don't forget.
Today we're focusing on them to let them know that somebody cares and there is hope.
You have to bring your government ID to receive the food, and you can find out when and where these distributions are taking place on our website, Fox 5 DC.
I'm just leaving a food distribution site here in Northern Virginia, and one thing is clear. As this federal government shutdown ticks on, people are living in crisis.
I have no money and no income coming. My bank account was wiped out by an overpayment from unemployment from COVID that I haven't been able to pay off since COVID, and they took it out of my account, and that was all the money I had. My bank account is at negative $200.
I'm so sorry if we run out.
Has this made you think differently about the Virginia governor's race?
I'm just trying to get through every day. I haven't thought about it much, but I am going to vote for people who are willing to compromise.
Many people I spoke to didn't want to go on camera. They said that they were afraid that the federal government would retaliate against them, but they said that this is unsustainable and they can't continue to go without paychecks.
Food is running low and there's no money coming in. So I have to get something for me and my sister so that we can have enough food to last us, hopefully, whenever this ends.
Has this made you think differently about the Virginia governor's race?
Yes. It matters to get those in there who understands what we're going through and who is up for the fight. That's what we need.
Who do you support?
You know, I'm not even... it's whoever has the right, whoever has what we need in mind, that's who I support.
It's not clear how this is going to impact the Virginia governor's race in less than 2 weeks. Some people told me they already voted. Some people said that they blamed both parties, but it does throw a last-minute twist into this consequential race.
So people were only focused on the fact that people were going to get food stamps taken away from them. There are people out there not getting paid. What's even worse is that the people they are choosing not to pay are literally the people whose jobs it is to make sure things are safe for us, like food inspectors, the TSA agents. I can just imagine being out of work and it's about to be holiday season. And what does that mean? So food is going to be getting released without being inspected? And people are going to get on the planes without people checking their bags? I'm confused. Or do they expect people to work for free? And I'm sorry, I'm not even really big in politics. Why? Why is the government shut down? Like, what is the problem?
So I'm traveling through the beautiful Portland airport, and I see this sign right here. There's a better look without me in the way. Support PDX federal workers. It was on a large donation box, not unlike what you'd see for a food or toy drive, asking folks to help out all the federal workers. So that's TSA, ATC, and I'm sure others who are helping to keep our airport systems running. This is all due to the government shutdown. Wherever you land on the political spectrum, acknowledge that the federal workers are not the villains here. They are the folks who are working without paychecks. We got to support them, and we got to urge the folks on both sides of the aisle to end this instead of just building ballrooms.
If I hear one more person or read one more comment that says, "Oh, you'll get paid when all this is over, I don't know why you're worrying." Getting paid when all this is over is not paying my bills today. We are dealing with the consequences of someone else's actions. So don't you dare blame me for not being prepared. Oh, you should have money in savings. Oh, you're a federal employee. You should be prepared for this kind of stuff. No, that's where you're wrong. I shouldn't have to take out of my savings because someone else can't do their freaking job. Meanwhile, I'm here being
So I've been seeing federal workers, they've been posting their paychecks lately, and they've been getting $0 because the government shut down. And I'm trying to understand how this works. Does this mean that y'all gotta go to work, but then when the government opens back up, they're gonna pay y'all everything they owe y'all? Or like, how does this work exactly? And how are people supposed to pay their bills if they're not getting paid for the government shutdown? Like, what's really going on? Because, bro, if I went to work for a whole week and I didn't get no pay and I still had to go to work every day, there would be consequences and repercussions. It would have to be some shit where y'all put me on temporary unemployment. Because I'm gonna get paid. Like, one way or another, somebody gonna give me my money. Bro, playing with my money, it's like playing with my emotions. Because where's the motivation? If you're not paying federal workers for coming into work, how are they even motivated to go in? There's just too much going on right now because people ain't getting paid and they cutting food stamps. Like, what is happening? I swear to God, mark my words, before this year is over, I'm already predicting the biggest bank heist that the world has ever seen.
Y'all, so as I said in the other video, I just left the Capital Area Food Bank giveaway for federal employees, and I just wanted to show you what we got. We got chicken, they gave us some rice, some oatmeal, some spaghetti, milk. That's a great thing. I think peanut butter, got some tuna, canned vegetables, tomatoes, some jelly. Yeah, and like I said, they ran out of fresh produce, but I'm thankful for this. It's gonna help a lot, especially with little kids in the house. And then yeah, down here is some more canned food, some spaghetti sauce, spaghetti. So yeah, it's at least enough for about 3 or 4 meals. Yeah, so it's enough for at least 3 or 4 meals, and they're gonna be doing it, like I said, every Friday until the shutdown is over. All right, just wanted to share that with y'all, and I'm about to get blown away. As you can see, my hair is standing up, so I gotta go.
Or in a million years that I would have been in this position to have to go to a food bank.
Denise Blake says she drove over an hour to this food bank for federal workers.
I was going to go down and monitor the line, so I think we're going to serve 310 clients, federal workers today. The demand is incredibly high. There's a lot of folks in line.
When Blake reached the line, she found out the food had run out.
I was going to get back in my car and just drive home and fight back tears because I don't want my daughter to see me crying.
Blake is one of more than 1 million federal workers going without pay during the government shutdown.
Let's get you your food.
She didn't go home empty-handed.
All right, let's see what else they have for you here.
So what else? The nonprofit hosting the event, along with Capital Area Food Bank, took her to a separate food distribution center.
I don't even know what to pick up.
Huh?
I don't even know what to pick
Want me to do it
up.
for you? Let me get you some. How many people are in your house?
It's myself, my daughter, and I have a sister there.
You have a daughter and a sister? All right, so we have a cart ready for you out front.
I'm thankful. I am really thankful.
Days like this, it's worth doing this work. Some days it's pretty hard, but it's nice to be able to be there for people when they're in their time of need.
This whole shutdown it's like reality is really hitting now because it has gone past like the 10 days or the 2 weeks. Open the government back up. Stop playing with people.
The U.S. government says they will not use emergency funds to pay for food stamps next month. That's about 42 million Americans that rely on SNAP to buy groceries, but because of the government shutdown, they might not get it. The USDA says it can't legally use disaster money to keep those payments going. Now, that means starting November 1st, many families could stop getting those benefits unless Congress passes a deal. Now, this is not about politics. It's not about left or right. It's about the millions caught in the middle deciding between rent or food.
I really hate to be the bearer of bad news, man. You know, when I do these TikTok videos like this, especially when it comes to the government shutdown, the SNAP benefits, people getting their WIC cut off, and Medicaid costs being cut, man, I be wanting to come with some good news for you guys. Today is Saturday, October 25th, 2025. In the next 2 days, you got Sunday and Monday. If they don't come up with an agreement to open the government back up, it is 100% guaranteed that you will not get your food stamps or any of your benefits. Even the daycares are not even getting the funding. Now, this is the really bad news. If you have any type of benefits left over on any of your card, whether it's in food stamp form or cash form, use those benefits before November 1st. Today is the 25th. You have 6 days left in this month right here of October. Use those benefits, because if you don't use those benefits, they are taking those benefits, man. Go to the store right now and use those benefits while you can, because that card will be blocked. They're blocking those cards where you cannot use those cards. The president is not letting up, man. He's not letting up. Everybody's coming to the table. The president is not letting up. He's moving on, man. He's built a new wing to the White House for a ballroom. Costs hundreds of millions of dollars. He's moving on, man. I hate to say this. I really do. The same ones who's on here complaining, y'all the ones who voted that man in. Y'all the same ones that was in my comments doing all that rapping. And now look, all I'm saying, man, is everything is bad all across the board. It's finna be a lot of all-out war out here in the streets, starvation, a lot of robberies and stuff, man. So just get ready, prepare yourself, get those sticks ready, and make sure you got extra you know what. Thanks for watching.
24 million Americans and almost 900,000 Arizonans are about to lose their food assistance. Why? Because Republicans shut down the government and are withholding federal funding from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or food stamps. SNAP helps low-income families put groceries on the table. And now, the Arizona Department of Economic Security announced that it will be unable to pay out November SNAP benefits to qualified Arizonans. We know what's going on. Congressional Republicans backed a massive tax cut for billionaires. They passed the big ugly bill that slashed food and healthcare programs, and now they're refusing to reopen the federal government unless they give more giveaways for their donor class. Arizona's congressional Republicans have abandoned Arizona. We need the Arizona state legislature, controlled by Republican Speaker Steve Montenegro and President Warren Peterson, to act now to save SNAP for Arizonans. This isn't just about politics. It's about children missing meals, families losing their dignity, hunger spreading across communities that already have too much to worry about. Arizona's working families, rural communities, border towns, they'll suffer the most. No one in Arizona should be going without food. But we still have the power. If you're angry and want to join us in the fight, share your story with us and share this video so more people know what's at stake. Because hunger is preventable, representation matters. And we won't accept that working families pay the price for Republicans' billionaire budget and government shutdown. Tag your friends, tell your story, stay loud.
So, as you all know, the government has shut down. The Republicans and the Democrats cannot come to a decision. So people are suffering for it. I'm impacted by it, but thankful, you know, I'm grateful that I manage my money and I'm okay right now. But as for other people around me, it's sad to see that people got bills, people need food, people need gas. And the fact that we have missed basically 2 paychecks already, and it doesn't seem like the government's going to open up anytime soon. It's very sad to watch, and it makes you realize how we are not really in control of much in our lives. Yes, we're free, but we're not. Like, we work hard for that money, and they're basically like, you're not going to get it until we do what we got to do first. However you're going to eat and take care of your family, that's on you. It's crazy to see. This is America. We're on like what? We're past day 24 now of the shutdown, and it's like the same thing every single day. And they can't come to any type of compromise, so it just leaves federal workers just waiting and waiting. Just, we don't know. It's just unknown. And my prayers go out to everybody who's affected, like myself. But things will be okay. God always wins. Remember that.
So we have spent a lot of time discussing the food stamp, the SNAP, EBT, but this Friday, federal workers missed their first paycheck. So not only do they need food, they need money for their bills, gas to get to where they have to go, and so they absolutely have no money at all. And to the one woman who like broke down in tears and was like, "My account is negative $200." Comment down below if your checking account, bank account, has ever been in the negative. Cause let me tell you something. Mine has been negative before, but to know that the check is not even coming, and in some cases, workers are essential, so they have to go to work. Can you imagine that? And we're spending, like I said, the focus really needs to be on people not getting a paycheck, not just the food aspect of the situation. And notice how all of the federal workers who work, who are complaining, they don't have nails on, they don't have lashes, they don't have elaborate wigs on. So it almost seems like the people that are
on EBT and all these other government programs are doing better. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Check these videos out for some more food stand drama. Thank you guys for watching the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Foodie gang gang gang. Foodie gang gang gang.